Well, good afternoon. Welcome to game day here on the Sportsman. Betfred Women's Super League action on the menu today as the Leeds Rhinos host the Huddersfield Giants. 4th versus 5th on the ladder. 80 minutes of entertainment on the way. Alongside me this afternoon from the Leeds Rhinos, Kira Bennett. Kira, sorry to see you injured this afternoon, but given the conditions, might be one that you're quite happy to be dry for.
Yeah, it's quite wet out there today. Such a forward game though, so that'd have been really fun to play in, I guess.
And the way that the table's set up, it is tight. That traditional top 4 in there 1 to 4, but this Huddersfield team has been one of the stories of the season, the way that they're developing. Yeah,
for sure. It's really good to see the rest of the table kind of come and catch up with the top 4, and just gives us more opportunities for harder games to keep competing each week. But yeah, it's just for us going out and getting them 2 points today.
And we're about to hit a little bit of a break in the season for Origin and internationals. How important is it to get these points on the board before you hit that break, and to just go into that with a little bit of confidence?
So important. You know, we've been building all season, and this is a pivotal time for the team. You know, we have that break and then we come back into kind of, you're getting towards the business end. So as many points you can pick up now is so vital to how it's going to play out come the semis.
Well, it is absolutely bouncing down here at AMT Headingley. Conditions sure to play their part. So let's hear from the 2 head coaches. Lois, thank you for joining us. Big game this, 4th versus 5th in the table. An opportunity for you guys to try and get 2 more points on the board.
Yeah, always a big game, obviously local derby. So we just want to make sure that we put into practice some things that we wanted to work on the back of the Saints game. I thought that we were really good in areas. We had real good attitude and good mentality about us in that second half specifically. Different because it's gone from 33 degrees, 32 degrees to then it absolutely chucking it down. So different way to approach the game. But yeah, really looking forward to it, and it's important for us to get a good performance.
Yeah, I mean, weather's always the same for both teams, but this is game plan changing stuff, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, 100%. I think both teams know that you've got to play to the conditions and we've got to be adaptable. So yeah, that's for both coaches to try and manage our teams to do that a little bit as well as we can, really.
There's some experience missing from your side this afternoon. Opportunity for some of the younger players, fresher faces to step in.
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously when you're missing players, it's obviously a shame for them, and you definitely miss them. But like you say, elite sport is always an opportunity and a door opening for someone else. And they did well last week, and I'm sure they'll do the same again. So I just need to make sure that some of the more senior girls just talk a little bit more and make them feel at ease.
History tells us that you would be favourites against one of the kind of tops of the sides out of that sort of established top 4, but this Huddersfield team have been on a real development journey, and they look a real threat, don't they?
Yeah, they're building, and they'll definitely be wanting to come and try and put one over on us. So we've got a job on our hands to make sure that we play to our potential and make sure it's a performance that's all about us.
A couple of weeks to go until we hit a little bit of a kind of break in the season. How important will it be to try and build up some momentum and build up some confidence before you have that time to reassess?
Yeah, we've obviously got Huddersfield today and then Wigan next week, so 2 massive games, and then we've got obviously that little bit of period for international. So we just want to take each game as it comes and be about building them combinations, building them connections, and that confidence, like you say.
Well, best of luck today.
Thank you.
Laurie, thank you for joining us. Big game this, big opportunity for you guys to show just how far you've come. Looking forward to this test?
Yeah, 100%. I think today's really important for us to keep on that upward trajectory that we're on. We've been playing really well. We've been causing a few little excitements here, there and everywhere. So I think to see that progress and continue it would be good for us today. We just want a competitive game.
You mentioned that progress, some really kind of encouraging performances for you guys so far in the Betfred Women's Super League. Does it feel like you're kind of getting ever closer to sort of knocking off one of the big 4?
It does. We've had great scorelines this season, and we've had good plays where we've been great in attack, good games we've been great in defence, and then it's slowly coming together. And we can see that with the scorelines, especially the scoreline that we had against York and then the Nines Festival. I feel like we're building really well.
And it is 4th versus 5th, of course, right next to each other in the league table. You must fancy your team to give this a real shot.
100%, yeah. A lot of our girls knew this season they've added real value to the squad, and I think we've just grown in belief this season, and we've just started playing our own style of play. What we've been doing is not really focusing on what other teams are doing. We've been really solidifying who we are and what the Giants' way of play is, so it's been looking good.
We're going to have to talk about the conditions. I think they've just got worse during this interview. Could be a a real factor in this
Oh,
game.
100%.
Both teams are going to be doing it tough.
We're going to have to look after that ball, no doubt about it. So the expansive play, you might not see as much as that. I think it'll be a battle down the middle.
Is that going to be the message today? Just try and complete, keep this as error-free as you can?
Definitely, 100%, yeah. Yeah, we want that completion rate up there. And I think our yardage plays are really important for us to get us on that front foot. And that's going to be our focus, our completion and that yardage.
There's some big names missing from this Leeds team. Have you kind of spoken as a group about where you might be able to hurt them?
We have, but again, we don't really... This season we've tried not to focus solely on the opposition. We've been looking at us, and I think that's really helped us in the growth. We've been looking at how we play, and we're solidifying that, and each week we're building on that, and I think that's more important for us at this moment in development rather than focusing on our opposition.
Well, best of luck this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Well, the rain continues to fall here at AMT Headingley Stadium. Let's have a look at how the two sides line up in this Betfred Women's Super League clash. For the Leeds Rhinos at fullback, Ebony Stead. She plays behind a wing pairing of Sophie Nuttall and Olivia Whitehead. Inside them in the centres, Beth Ann Dayton is joined by Evie Cousins. It's a half-back pairing of Mel Howard and Tally Breyer, who play behind a pack fronted up by Ella Donnelly, Izzy Northrop and Ruby Bruce in at hooker. It's a second row of Shannon Brown and Lucy Murray, with Bella Sykes locking in the 13 for Leeds, and an interchange bench of Connie Boyd, Frankie Blakey, Kaya Glynn and Grace Field providing the reinforcements for Lois Forsell's side this afternoon. The visitors, Amelia Brown starts at fullback, Tilly Davies and Faye Barraclough are on the wings, Eva Azumi and Fran Compley inside them in the centres. Becky Grady and Sam Hume are the halfback pairing, and they will play behind a pack fronted up by Gracie Hobbs, Meg Preston and Jess Harrop. It's a second row pairing of Lauren Exley and Maddie Hutchinson, and Bethan Oates completes the starting 13 for the Giants. An interchange bench of Emma Wilkinson, Grace Houghton Burnett, Freya Whitehead and Millie Taylor will provide energy from the bench and respite from the conditions for the away team. What are the names not on that Leeds side? Unfortunately for her upside, alongside me in the commentary box, Kira Bennett. Kira, I know you'd love to be out there, but a huge game for your Leeds teammates.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's so important coming off the back of the loss against Saints, last week. But this is such an important game for us against kind of Huddersfield, who are up and coming.
Feels like Huddersfield are sniffing out that win against one of the big four. We alluded to it in those post-match interviews. Has it been spoken about in the week to try and make sure that that's not you guys this time around?
I think obviously for us it's just focusing on ourselves and our process and what we want to do as a group. Obviously you look at the opposition, but ultimately it's just what we do on the day.
Minutes away then from kick-off here at AMT Headingley Stadium. Brilliant to have you with us here on the Sportsman as we continue our coverage of the Betfred Women's Super League, and what a season we've had so far. 2 games on the Sportsman, 2 draws. What price for that result again today? Well, these conditions might be a little bit of a leveller. It's going to be tough for the back three. It's important to get the kicking game right, and as both coaches alluded to, important to keep those errors out of their games. The 2 teams are in the tunnel, ready to emerge. It's nearly go time here in Leeds. Just final preparations being made. Both teams probably staying in the dry for as long as they can ahead of this one. Keep their hands dry. But a really interesting contest on the menu this afternoon. 4th plays 5th in the Betfred Women's Super League. Plenty of Rugby League still to be played, but already the focus begins to narrow on that top 4 and on those all-important playoff places. Could this be the year that we see a break in the status quo? These Rhinos' job today is to try and make sure that they can avoid that. As we've mentioned, this Huddersfield team on the stories of the season, an upward trajectory, and they will fancy this today at Headingley. So here we go, the 2 sides out onto the field here in Leeds. Betfred Women's Super League action, live and exclusive here on the Sportsman. And a humdinger here this afternoon as Leeds play Huddersfield. A Yorkshire derby, a local derby, it always means a lot. 2 all-important points on the line. Seconds away from kick-off here at Headingley. It's going to be Leeds who get us underway, kicking from right to left on your screen in their famous blue and amber. And the claret and gold of the Huddersfield Giants will get first taste of the football, running from left to right in this first half. So I think we're just waiting for a ball. And then we will be ready to go.
Nice to see the girls kicking off today. We always talk
Stay
about getting that first.
Stay behind her, please. Stay
that
behind
first
her,
set.
girls. When you're ready.
Well, an opportunity to try and put Huddersfield under some pressure from the kick-off then. Sophie Nuttall gets us underway. Dealt with cleanly first time around. And Huddersfield just with the early job of trying to get through this set, get away from their own goal line. Big shot goes in straight away.
Still going. 2.
Ruby
Move
Bruce and
now.
Bella
Hold here.
Sykes.
Hold Lucy. Go 2.
Bella Sykes not
Lucy,
afraid of
hold
making
it.
a big shot. She goes hunting again from marker, but Huddersfield
3.
able to just
Move now.
get away from their own 20,
Hold.
make progress upfield.
Hold. Go 3. Good.
Oh, great
Megan
hit.
Preston in at hooker, another big contact goes in,
4.
so
Move
fourth
up and
tackle
square.
and
Hold.
Huddersfield making steady
Go 4.
progress.
Good, Jess.
Need to try and win this game in the first set, just
5.
get
Move
through
now,
their
off
tackles.
tackle. Go.
As Hutchinson plays the ball, Preston brings us out, that's gone to
Knock on.
ground, and there's the first
Go
error of the
forward in
game in the
relation
first
to the
set,
ground.
maybe just
Knock
an
on.
indication of the conditions, but
Last tackle, leave it there,
from a Leeds
please.
perspective,
Stay
Kira,
there.
a great platform early on.
Turn
Yeah,
over.
for sure. We always
Leave
talk
it there.
about the first set being the one where we're setting a standard, and I think the contact, the winning the floor there was just incredible from the
Let's
girls.
go.
A great start.
Just Grady unable to bring that in cleanly, so it is a turnover as it was on the last. Leeds on the front foot straight away up
1.
towards the 30-metre mark.
Move up and square. Hold. Go 1.
Ruby Bruce has options on both sides, just keeps it tight
Good,
on this
Jess.
occasion, gives the ball to Izzy Northrop, who's
Hands on
up
ball.
towards the 20-metre mark.
2. Move, Jess.
Again,
Hold.
Leeds keeping it tight in
Hold.
between the tram
Hold
lines,
the
options
thing,
on
go
both
2.
sides of the ball. Out
Good,
they
Betty.
come to the left-hand side, little ball back
Oh,
inside.
nice.
3. Move
Sykes,
now,
who
goal
stopped
line. Hold.
7
Hold.
metres away from the
Go
line.
3.
They come short side, looking to try and apply some width out to the left.
4. Move it
Lucy
now.
Murray
Hold
stopped
it,
just a
hold,
couple of metres
hold.
short. She'll play
Go
the
4.
ball
Okay.
out to the right-hand side again. Huddersfield defence doing well on this occasion just to try and keep them out.
Out. Release last.
This is the last, so
No,
an
last.
attacking kicking position for
Last
Leeds.
tackle.
First of the afternoon.
Keep chase is okay.
Just stabs through, hits the post protector, and I think Leeds could have scored here.
I've got grounded by Huddersfield.
Referee's just checking. I think he's saying that Huddersfield have got to that first.
Time
He's
off.
just going to have a chat
Offside.
with his assistants.
And involved. Penalty on the 10 then.
In fact, we're going to come back
Offside.
for a Leeds penalty, so
14.
a repeat set. We can just see the replay, Kira.
No.
Leeds building the
Not when we
pressure
stop.
early on.
Sorry.
Yeah, great choice of kick though. Like we
Offside.
said, obviously
Lead
the
tackle,
conditions will
Betfred.
determine it going along the
wait
floor
there
a
then,
bit more.
please.
So that was a
Offside.
great kick, but unlucky from Ruby
On
Bruce
you,
there.
Betfred.
In fact, a Huddersfield penalty in front of the kicker. Leeds, so
One.
a reprieve for
Move
the away
now.
side.
Hold.
Early
Hold.
warning shot from Leeds.
Go on. Good contact.
Again,
Nice hit. 3 in.
Hands on ball.
Nice and
2.
controlled.
Move. Get
Sykes
square,
flying
Tommy.
in.
Hold.
looks like a player really
Go
trying to
two.
set the tone in the early exchanges, this one.
3.
So Huddersfield up towards the 30.
Hold here. Hold.
Looking
Go
to just
3.
get to the end of this
Quicker
set and put a
15,
kick in.
please. 4. Move up and square.
Good progress
Go 4.
made on that
4,
carry.
Sam.
Preston will bring us out. The kick will come from
40,
inside the
40.
30. So Ebony Stead will
Play on. Good now.
jump across at fullback and clean that up.
Ball. Like that.
And then she's taken
You're
high.
okay,
So
Sam, that's come high.
that's a penalty each in the
No,
first
you still
3 or
got hit
4
somebody
minutes
in the
of
head,
this
though, it's
game.
high.
Great
Penalty.
collection from Ebs there.
What are you doing?
Just feels a little bit at the moment, Kira, like both teams just sizing each other up a little bit, looking to try and find a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're just buying yourself into the game, aren't you, at the time?
But the kick doesn't make touch, so a coach killer and a real bonus for Huddersfield, who can start this set just short of halfway.
Find space, fair, hold, go one.
Spoke about how important kicking games are going to be this afternoon. Well, Leeds first to blink on that occasion.
Move, get square.
Girls need to react here.
Hold, go two.
So they come to the right-hand side. Gracie Hobbs with the carry for Huddersfield. Preston in again at dummy
14,
half.
14.
Pretty central, so can go either way, but comes out to the left. Bethan Oates steps back on her inside, gets up over the 30.
Hold, go 4, sorry, sir.
Preston, short ball, just to Jess Harrop, who's up to the 20. This is the last. Huddersfield with an opportunity to try and put a testing kick up into the air. Out it comes to Hume. Hume puts it out wide, and Huddersfield could be in here. Huddersfield could be in the corner. The Giants score first. Tilly Davies finishing off for the away side. And after surviving a set of pressure on their own goal line, Huddersfield go in to score first.
It's a great pick-up from Tilly there. Disappointing from a Leeds perspective, obviously, but a reaction will be in response of that.
We can have a look at it again. Pretty central. It's a nice kick from Hume over the top. Bounces nicely, but not an easy take in these conditions for Tilly Davies, and able to just bring it in cleanly.
Anyway, with him, Sam.
And if Leeds or anyone else watching this wanted an indication that Huddersfield are here to play, that is an early warning shot from the away side, and they go into a 4-0 lead. Hume with the job of adding the extras, I think just waiting for the kicking tee. How important will this little chat behind the sticks be from a Leeds perspective? Not panic stations yet, of course, but they'll want to find a response to this early on. Yeah,
it's still very early, obviously. I think they'll be disappointed with just giving that away, but I think it all comes from field possession, you know. So if they get out of their own half, you don't have to worry about that. So it'll be a response of that.
Cheers, Snapper.
So Hume now with kicking tee in hand, a really clever kick to put Tilly Davies in to open the scoring. Now an opportunity to turn 4 into 6. Not an easy one, right out on this near touch side. Doesn't look like there's a huge amount of wind despite the rain that's coming around, so should just be able to try and get this straight on the radar. It's a decent connection. I think she's got it. She has. What a start for the Huddersfield Giants to go into a 6-0 lead here at Headingley.
7.
And it is the boot of Samantha Hume that has done the damage in the early exchanges of this game. And
are you 14? Yeah, it was you that was offside on this.
After a spell on the Huddersfield line, Leeds thought they'd scored themselves. The referee pulled them back for an offside. Huddersfield straight down the other end. And talk about how important it's going to be to keep any kind of error out of the game. Well, that applies to discipline as well, but also missing the touch from that penalty, Kira.
Yeah, of course. The more you've got the opportunity to keep the ball, the more chances.
2.
So Huddersfield looking for some metres in and around the ruck. How much of a job is there on for the hookers this afternoon, given that we're probably not going to see too much expansion? They'll be expected maybe just to look for those yards around the ruck when they can find them.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be around the ruck a lot today. You probably see the defence tightening a bit more, tightening up. But it's about breaking that down, finding your fronts.
Well, Huddersfield with ball in hand again, and Bethan Oates almost stepping through a couple of tackles there, makes a little half break. We'll play the ball on the 40.
Last time.
We'll come out to Hume again, and we'll just put boot to ball.
Get 10, Bethan.
Turns the Leeds back 3 around.
Okay, now
Olivia Whitehead back to clean it up, and she does. Can she get away from the Huddersfield kick chase? Not quite. They've done a decent job there, the Giants, of just restricting the progress for Whitehead. So Leeds now looking to try and carry this ball from inside their own real estate.
2. Move now! Find space, Bethan.
Bethan Dainton, Wales captain, in the centres. Shaking off a few tackles there. Another big contact goes in. That was Eva Azumi for Huddersfield, making her presence felt, but Leeds making some decent meters here. This feels like it's the kind of game, Kira, it's really important to not try and win it on every set, to just try and get into the arm wrestle and win that territory battle as much as anything.
Yeah, like the arm wrestle is going to determine who holds on the longest. That was better from Leeds though.
So the kick goes in from Howard, turning Huddersfield around, so they've got a job in their hands to just try and return this from deep inside their own half. It's Amelia Brown, the fullback, who manages to bring things up towards the 20. Just does feel in the last couple of minutes since that try that the game's settled down a little bit into that arm wrestle.
Go square.
Huddersfield will take huge confidence, of course, from that early try. They're really interested to see how that affects their mentality if they look to just try and play a little bit more rugby. The rain has subsided a little bit here in Leeds, so maybe just a little bit more licence to move it around, but the offload is away and Huddersfield recycle, and some real bonus meters gained there up towards halfway, just forced back slightly. Preston plays the ball and they come out to the left-hand side where Hume will just drop that off to Harrop. Harrop met well by the Leeds defence. This is the last, so Leeds dropped 2 players back. Not the cleanest ball to Hume, she does get it away.
Not all there.
Taken well by Nuttall, and she can try to return with interest because she finds some space on this outside. Good defensive effort in the end by Madison Hutchinson.
Defence look quite staggered. It's about getting up and beating them at this point.
Dainton with the carry up over halfway. Looking for a quick play the ball, but slowed down a little bit. Leeds on the front foot though, up over the 40. With Ella Donnelly, she'll play the ball dead centre. And out they come to the right-hand side. Shannon Brown.
Nice and dominant there.
She'll play the ball on the 30.
Now
they come out to the left-hand side.
Ebony, yes, girl.
Through the line goes Ebony Steck. Can she beat the full-back? Yes, she can. She makes a splash as she goes down, but Leeds respond. Wonderful try from Ebony Stead, finding space on the outside shoulder, taking on winger and fullback, backing herself with the pace to score in the corner. And Kira, we spoke about how important it would be for Leeds to respond early on. They've just done that. Yeah,
just sticking to a process, not panicking, you know. You get the positives out of the little carries, and that's built for that. Obviously, she's electric, her pace, so the ability to beat a defender is just incredible. She's done really well there.
Just finds the gap between the 2 defenders straight through it, but just felt like that try came off the back of a couple of quicker play the balls from Leeds, a little bit of work in the wrestle and on the ground that just sped the game up, and able to find the gaps in the defence. You'd mentioned that it was coming up quite staggered just a couple of plays before, almost as if they'd read your mind.
No, of course. I think obviously you've got to take them opportunities, and I think as forwards then, even the backs did really well to just find the fronts, stick with it, and along came that try.
So Howard with the job to turn 4 into 6 and level this game up. Difficult conditions, but we've just seen Samantha Hume sink one from a similar range. That looks struck well as well. Has it got the distance? Yes, it has. Nice. So another fantastic effort from the tee. This time Melanie Howard. And we are locked up.
From your 14, she was offside on the kick chase, and I'm
at 6 points apiece. What a start here at Headingley in the Betfred Women's Super League. Brilliant to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon.
It's really good, Betfred.
Not the weather to be out walking the dog, is it? So get your feet up and enjoy.
I think you realise that because you did step back, didn't you? Yeah.
The next 65 minutes or so of action here from AMT Headingley. 4th versus 5th in the Betfred Women's Super League.
Tiny run, girls.
Nothing between the two teams. 13 minutes into this contest.
Stay behind the girls.
So he will get us back underway.
On you, Sam.
Just a low kick to try and get that ball bouncing and dealt with well. Leeds mop it up and immediately look to get on the front foot.
Great.
Move now! Get square, Jess! Go on, Jess, you're not square, you didn't make it.
Getting a team moving forward. Leeds again.
You made the 10 now, good.
Just starting to find some quicker play the balls and a few gaps in that Huddersfield defence.
Hold here.
Yep,
Hold.
space around the ruck here.
Good, Jess. Good work, that.
Now it comes to Sykes. Sykes
Okay.
up over halfway.
Release.
She drops it off to Northrop,
Go,
who's
3,
stopped just inside Huddersfield real estate. Now they look out to this left-hand side.
4. Move.
It's Lucy Murray, who's
Hold.
up towards the
Hold.
30.
Go 4.
Stopped just short. Howard brings us back out to Sykes,
Good carry.
wearing the 8 jersey, but playing at loose forward. And as you say, Kira makes some decent progress there.
Go.
Yeah.
Dead centre.
Tall.
Now they come out to the
Okay.
right-hand side. It's a
Keep chasing.
kick
Nice
over the
kick.
top from Tally Breyer, bouncing around all over the place.
1.
I think Huddersfield.
Move.
She's done well to
Hold.
stay in
Hold.
there.
Go
Yeah, it's
on.
Amelia Brown, the fullback. I think Huddersfield were just hoping that might bobble into
Great
touch, but
defence.
fantastic kick chase, Kira, from your Leeds teammates. They'll be happy with this one.
Yeah, we always talk about energy and being competitive, and that just
You
shows
okay,
both
Faye?
traits of that. And
You good?
I think that's really come off the back of the position the forwards have allowed
Good
them
to
to
go.
get into there. So great kick from Tally as well too.
Yeah, Tally Breyer's kick that forced Huddersfield into that
Which way,
corner,
Sam?
and then the kick pressure forcing the repeat set. So
Sam, which way?
Leeds sniffing blood here, looking to go
Tiny
back to
run
back
here,
after
girls.
conceding
Stand,
early.
Stay behind her, please. On you, Sam. Thank you.
Again, Huddersfield opting for the low
Okay.
dropout, get the ball bouncing to try and cause some issues in the wet conditions, but no issues caused, and Leeds immediately up towards the
Move,
20.
get square, Betfred.
Golden
Hold.
opportunity to
Go
try
on,
and
good, Jess, you made the 10.
score a consecutive try.
Great deception
2.
from Ruby Brewster.
Move, goal line, hold.
Yeah, Ruby very straight through the middle from Hooker, and now Howard brings us out to the
Okay,
left-hand
still
side.
2.
Big ball over the top to Dainton, who
Ball.
brings it back
Still
on the
going, still
inside,
2.
gets the offload away. That's
Play
gone
on,
to
big
ground, and now
zero.
Huddersfield have ball in hand. Huddersfield could be away on the left-hand side. Good kick, good pressure in the end from Lucy Murray.
Hold.
Good chase
Hold.
back there.
Go 0.
It was
Good
Preston
work,
who
Lucy.
found herself with ball in hand.
1.
We're going to have to slow it down here.
What a penalty. As you say, Huddersfield finding some
Mel,
quick
just
plays
be-
off the back of
just
that
be very
break.
careful.
Amelia Brown
Well, Lucy's on the legs. But, okay, I'll
trying to get
explain
through.
it.
And just have a look
Because
at how
you've
that
gone down
unfolded
early.
again.
There needs to be better
Dainton
communication to avoid
drawing
that.
in a
It's
few
just
Huddersfield
penalty, but
defenders,
you need
gets
to
the
be very
offload
careful
away,
to
which
choose. Alright.
goes to
I
ground, then
appreciate
sort of
Lucy's
takes
on the legs,
deflection
though.
off a boot, and
Take your time, Amelia.
Preston not quite having the pace to go the distance, but certainly doing enough to clear the lines from a Huddersfield perspective.
I got just a
And it
penalty.
just shows how important execution is going to be this afternoon.
Yeah, of course.
near enough
Just
complete.
great reaction from her there.
Just having a slight breather, I think it's
She's smiling.
Brown who's down for Huddersfield, just getting some treatment.
Okay.
But as you say, Kira, smile on her face, hopefully not too serious.
Yeah, hopefully not. Looked like she hurt her back
So
in
you
that
got-
tackle.
You say you got a bad back anyway?
Thumbs up from the physio, so that suggests that she'll just try and shake this one off. Can see it there again.
Yeah, change it. Yeah.
Yeah, just gets
Oh,
tied into a little bit of a knot there in that tackle. So back on her feet. Looks like she's good to go again, and this will be a Huddersfield penalty. Opportunity for them to boot the ball and march themselves downfield. And
Penalty, dangerous tackle. On you, Sam.
we've only played 17 minutes of this game, but already both teams have had spells where they've been on top.
oh,
Really interesting, but
nice.
that's
Okay,
another
play on.
missed touch from the kick. So Leeds, given the reprieve that they gave Huddersfield a few minutes ago,
Hold, Grace, hold.
return from Liv Whitehead
Go
there.
on, you step
she's
forward and
done
shot
well
on
to
the
get up
10.
over the 40. So a real missed opportunity from a Huddersfield perspective.
2.
They'll be wanting to try and ice
Yes,
those,
square.
give themselves as much of a
Hold.
platform as possible,
Go,
but it's Leeds with ball in hand in
Okay.
Huddersfield territory now, up over the 40-metre mark.
Move. Hold here, hold. Go,
Shape
please.
is all stacked to the left-hand side. That's the way they come to Howard.
Oh,
Howard,
there
show
she
and go and go straight through, looking for
Okay.
support. Now finds it. Could be in the corner. Leeds go over again.
Okay, I've got ground here.
Isabel Northrop
with
goes
that.
through. It was all about the break from Melanie Howard. Found the support eventually on her shoulder.
I'll explain it
And
to you if you
Northrop able to just find the space,
She's not
go
gone
over
behind
and
her, she's
score
not
and give
obstructed
Leeds the
Amelia.
lead. And
Amelia still was able to make
well, we know about Mel Howard's pedigree. Kira,
An
we
attempt
saw
to
it all
tackle,
on
in
display
my
there.
opinion, Sam. I've explained
Yeah,
it
it's we'll
like
be
you
happy with that. Obviously, that comes from the back of
I'm okay with that.
Mel's ability to push through there, but awesome from Mel, and even more so the push there. we've been talking about that a lot the last couple of weeks, being that extra push, and what you do off the ball is just as important as what you do on it. So
just a little bit of confusion maybe there in Huddersfield defence. Looked like two defenders almost running into themselves, which is actually what opens the space up.
Yeah.
For Izzy Northrop, there's the dummy. Looking for the support, eventually does come. A little bit of confusion from Leeds as well as to who was going to take that ball on, but Izzy Northrop says, I'll do it myself, gets the ball in hand, scores for Leeds and stretches them into a lead for the first time this afternoon. Now Howard with another opportunity to add 2 points. It just takes a time over this one. Slightly more in field than her last effort, but certainly not given by any stretch. Strikes it just to the right-hand side of the post. A little bit of a scuff, so it stays 10 points to 6 in favour of the Leeds Rhinos, but after a slightly shaky start, they'll be pleased to get themselves in front.
Yeah, of course. I think it all comes again from Liv Whitehead's return from that kick. Starts the momentum of that set, but yeah, here we are, positive.
Thank you, sir. You see it again, you can see the water splashing up as Northrop goes through. The rain has subsided a bit, but still plenty wet out there. Huddersfield just need to try and keep their heads up here. Not panic stations yet from a Giants perspective, still very much in this game. We will want to make sure that when those opportunities come, like that penalty, they're not doing things like missing touch or coming up with errors. Aerial route on the kickoff. Taken well by Tally Breyer.
Move now! Hold here, hold!
Leads up towards the 30.
Go, 1. 2.
Sykes takes that in.
Hold!
How important do you feel kind of bench rotation is going to be this afternoon, given how much of the work is going to be done up the middle?
Yeah, bench is, we always talk about the bench being an impact and bringing up the energy, and I think we've got a great bench to come on and substitute the work of the likes of Ella and Bella, who have put in a lot of work already.
Fresh from scoring, Northrop makes good progress up the middle, up towards the 40.
Go 4.
Leads out to the right-hand side. Breyer.
Okay. Play on!
Right, they go
5.
again.
Move now!
Evie Cousins just brought down. Thought the space might have opened up for her, but now they come left to Breyer, who puts boot to ball. Crossfield kick. This could go anywhere, but it bounces into the hands of Bethan Dayton, who has to go backwards to begin with, but then the space opens up. Dayton to Sykes. Sykes looking for the line, brings it back outside, back to Dayton, but we're going to come back for a forward pass. Well, nearly a wonderful Leeds try off the cuff.
Oh, that was unlucky, that.
Just unable to execute. And we will come back for a Huddersfield ball.
You got it, Sam.
Bethan Dayton did all the work there. First going backwards, then finding the space, then providing the support. Must have thought she was over.
Yeah, I think that's Bethan's game, isn't it? Finding the space. She's very dangerous.
First contact here, you've
She's got such a mixed skill set, hasn't she? She's a real athlete, plenty of speed and strength, but as that kind of 13 jersey on her back suggests, the ability to play the ball as well and bring players into the game.
Yeah. And obviously, look at her, she's playing in the centres. It just shows how utility she is and adaptable. It's great.
2. Move! Hold! Find space, Grace.
Huddersfield.
Go 2, you're good there. Sorry, Bill.
Survive again. They've got a couple of scares on their line.
3. Move!
They've got away with. They'll be looking to try and make it count again on this occasion, bring themselves back into this game. Out to the right-hand side they come. Another big contact goes in.
Move! Play the ball! Find space!
Lucy Murray on that occasion. To the left-hand side. Bethan Oates. Real stalwart of this Huddersfield team.
Hold! Go 4.
She brings it up to halfway where she'll play the ball and the kick will come in from Hume. Bounces just before he gets to Ebony Stead, but she does well to bring that in and then beats one defender and then another, looking for the space to open up Stead. In the end, Huddersfield are able to deal with her, but another indication of how dangerous she can be in open play.
Yeah, she's
2.
Her ability to just pass.
Hold here, Grace. Hold. Go 2.
And leads up towards halfway.
3. Move! Hands off the ball.
Evie Cousins
Go 3.
will play the ball just short of the halfway line. Again, good progress.
4.
made up the middle by Shannon Brown.
Grace, hold. Go 4. 4.
And then up the middle they go again, just keeping the ball in hand. Ruby Bruce finding some space. She'll play the ball to Breyer. Breyer will bring it out to Howard. It's last tackle, so up in the air the ball goes. Difficult one to deal with, and it's gone forward. Dayton brings up again.
Knock, Bethan. You can't just play around in that area.
We're going to come back.
It's still your ball. It would have been an obstruction. All right, do you get what I mean?
For a Leeds ball from the scrum.
Where do you want the scrum?
Tilly Davies unable to bring that bar of soap in cleanly.
Where do you want your scrum?
I bet the boys are slippy today.
20.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? All afternoon for the back three under these high kicks.
It would have been an obstruction, is what I was getting at.
So Leeds pack the scrum.
On your line, Huddersfield.
Breyer
Head in the back, Leeds. Head in the scrum. You part of the scrum. Both arms. Ball in.
And Dayton available as strike options. It's out the back to Stead. Could be space for the overlap if they can find some room. Sophie Nuttall cutting back inside. Beats a couple of defenders, stopped just a few metres short. Big set this for Huddersfield defensively. Need to try and keep Leeds out here. Tally Breyer, Sykes just puts it up the jumper and looks to go up the middle, but forced back by 3 Huddersfield defenders who are doing the job so far. Out to the left-hand side to Howard. Howard's got options, but she'll look to go herself. Oates nearly stops her. Howard grounds the ball. Try given for the referee. Leeds stretch their lead out. And again, Mel Howard causing all sorts of problems for the Huddersfield defence.
She's such a running threat, and I think that's part of the game which we've kind of missed, especially over the last couple of years. It's such a great attribute to have in the team, and I think it just makes the defence question what she's going to do.
25 gone nearly.
Yeah, but you think about some of the halfbacks that have come through Leeds in the last few years, she kind of feels like the ascension to the throne, doesn't she? It's been such a key position for you guys in recent seasons.
Yeah, and obviously she's just got a lot of experience, and I think it's just so valuable as a group. We're quite young, so for her to be able to bring that in, it's been really really good for us.
So Howard, almost identical position to where she took the last one. Missed on that occasion, doesn't make the same mistake. 2 points added to the tally. They move into a 10-point lead. The Leeds Rhinos 16-6. And it just feels from a Huddersfield perspective, they need to get a little bit of ball in hand. It feels like a while since we've seen Huddersfield have any kind of possession. Leeds will be very pleased with the way that they've just been able to control the pace of this game in the last 10 minutes. Dictate where on the field it's played. Just seen the guys from 4020 TV saying it's like the Wembley 68 pitch. This one, regular viewers of the Sportsman will remember one of our Challenge Cup games last season in Featherstone against Wakefield. We gave up trying to work out who the players were after 20 minutes. That was a mud bath. We're not quite at that level yet, but plenty of splashing around going on down there.
Tanya on left edge, on you, Sam.
Want to try and use that to their advantage here. Force an error, if they can. Kick bounces just in front of Breyer, who does well to bring it in cleanly and get Leeds on their way again up towards the 20. You can see kick chase from the Giants.
Hold here, hold.
Shutting down any kind of progress.
Hands out next time, 9.
That's a great one from Izzy there. Found the front. Great meters.
Hold.
She's having a good game, isn't she?
She is. Just doing the work.
As is this person. Bella Sykes.
Still going.
Really, really busy in the first 28 minutes of this game. Up towards halfway.
Play the ball, Bella.
She's just relentless. Her attitude to just her work ethic is incredible.
She's another one of those players as well, isn't she, with that real adaptable skill set, playing it loose forward today, but happy to do the work of a middle as well.
Yeah.
Hold.
All happy to be an extra pair of hands, and Leeds could be through again here.
5.
Ella Donnelly finding some space, gets a quick play. They'll target the right-hand side. Breyer will stab a kick through on the last. Trying to turn things around. Is that going to bounce it?
6.
Doesn't go dead, so it will be a repeat set. Great kick chase.
Great kick chase.
Evie Cousins putting the pressure on. Faye Barraclough, who had the job of trying to shut that down. I think she wanted a few more bounces of the ball.
Yeah, okay.
Probably not going to get that.
I didn't give it, did I? But
On these conditions, so it will be a goal line dropout.
same again, girls. Stay behind her, please. Time you run.
It just feels at the moment very controlled from Leeds, not trying to score on every set, not trying to blow Huddersfield away, just grinding them down.
Yeah, just sticking to the process. We always talk about it. And I think the last couple of weeks that we've really kind of nailed that.
Hold. Go on, left side off.
So dead centre, ball comes out to Sykes. Now Howard drops the ball back inside to Lucy Murray, who beats one defender, almost slices through. Stops 6 metres away, Leeds on the front foot. Ruby Brooks' big shot goes in. Ruby Brooks rocks from that dummy half carry. She'll play the ball a couple of metres away. Northrop seeks a second and gets a second. Finds a gap between 2 defenders and slices in under the sticks. The Leeds starting to turn the screw now here at AMT Headingley. They move into a 20 points to 6 lead here.
Yeah, really good from Izzy there, you know. She's just available for the ball, short option.
I don't think so.
It's really basic, but it's just so valuable, and she'll be really happy with that.
You said before the game, this is the kind of one that you'd want to be involved in because it'll be played predominantly between the tram lines. It'll be a real forwards battle. We are seeing a lot of that, and these Leeds middles really working Huddersfield hard.
Yeah, the conditions really alters how you play. In this instance, it's going to be on around the ruck because you want to keep the ball. But yeah, really good from our forward pack. Looks like Connie's coming on now.
Yeah, first bench rotation then of the afternoon.
Frankie Blakey.
Meanwhile, Mel Howard has her easiest kick of the game so far, but I've put the curse on plenty of other people before. Not on this occasion. Straight through the middle from Mel Howard. Leeds stretch that lead out to 22 points to 6. And
it's all right.
With about 9 minutes left until the break, Huddersfield will just want to stem the tide here a little bit. Try and get their hands on the ball. Try and play some football inside the Leeds half.
Same again. Pardon? You got 30 gone. Same again, mate.
But I would think Kira Lewis-Fossell will be pretty pleased with the discipline. A couple of penalties in there, but quite a low error rate. Completion rate's been good.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we keep talking about it, but it is about the process, and the more you can stay with the ball in control of that,
stay behind her, please.
You don't see
your
them
own fair,
stay
errors. Behind her. On you, Sam.
Yeah, great response.
So Hume will get us back underway. Tally Bride a target again, but she's been level to it every time. Just has to employ a little bit of football skills there, but takes the carry herself.
Hold. Go one. A little bit quicker.
Boyd brings us out to the left. Her first introduction into the game.
Hold!
Blakey as well onto the field.
Hold. Go 2. Okay.
In fact, that is Blakey in the scrum cap in at acting half.
3.
Leads up over halfway.
Hold. Go 3.
Comes out to the left. Here's Howard. Sykes again, looking for some metres in the middle. Stopped just short of the 40, but a quick play the ball. So out we come to the left-hand side again. Howard kicks early in the set, just looking to try and turn Huddersfield around. Touch finder on this occasion, so the Giants will get the ball, but deep inside their own territory. And at this stage in the half, it just feels like a little bit of game management from the Leeds perspective, Kira.
Yeah, great place to turn over. We come into the closing end of the first half, so I think it's just about holding on, keeping that field possession.
So Beth Knows will get us back underway, 10 metres away from her own line. Feels like an important set this for Huddersfield, and nearly an error early on, but just able to bring that in. A few shouts for a forward pass there, but the referee says it's okay. No real metres made though. In fact, Leeds looking to try and force Huddersfield back over the 10.
Go on.
These are the tough carries, aren't they? These are the ones where you've really got to just hunker down and get your team out of trouble.
This line, hold.
Huddersfield up towards the 20.
Good Leeds.
Ooh, maybe just a high shot there, yeah.
Penalty.
So that will be a bit of a lift for the Giants.
Be very careful.
Just one of those that rode up. Amelia Brown coming into the line for Huddersfield, using her speed to try and get the Giants on the front foot and drawing a penalty.
She's a great player, is Amelia Brown. Very deceptive. Got great pace, great feet.
Just off this line, girls. Just off this line.
So no problem finding touch on that occasion,
On
Huddersfield. So up towards their own 40.
Let's go. Good.
I feel like minimum requirement for them here is to work themselves into Leeds territory and
Move.
get to a good kicking position.
Hold, go.
And here they go up into
Two.
the Leeds half. Emma Wilkinson onto the field for Huddersfield. Good carry from her. Early involvement since coming off the bench.
Okay. Free. Release. Find space. Go. Good,
back
Bethan.
onto the inside. And Wilkinson again. Up towards the 30. This is a decent set from a Huddersfield perspective.
Hold.
One more tackle to try and get themselves into an attacking kicking position. Not the best ball, but still alive from a Huddersfield perspective. As
5. Move, Bella.
Madison Hutchinson brings it up towards the 30. So this is the last. The Leeds
Good.
Rhinos drop a couple of players back. Hume puts a kick in again, but I think that's going to go out on the full. It is just too heavy.
Bit too heavy.
From Hume. So after a really promising set, first time in a while we've seen Huddersfield have a real crack at this Leeds line. A disappointing end. And Leeds again with a reasonable starting position in this set. Just
time off
taking a break. Got to play down, receiving some treatment. I think it might be Wilkinson.
Yeah. I think she just did 2 carries in that set.
Yeah, she made some decent progress there. Yeah. So maybe just winded. Looks like she's taking some deep breaths. I think she'll be okay. Thumbs up from the physio again. So suggestion is that she'll be able to continue.
Right, let's go then if she's tying a lace.
Back into the defensive line she goes. So
both feet behind me, girls.
Leeds can get us
time on. Let's go, Mel.
Back underway.
Cheers, Mel.
Dayton
still going.
Looking to get ball in hand, find some
space, Betfred.
Decent meters up the middle. Plays the ball just ahead of the 40. Leads up to halfway already in this set.
Hold.
Can they engineer another score before half time? Here's Breyer.
Nice change direction from Evie there.
Yeah, Evie Cousins coming back on the inside.
3. Move! Pin square. 6 again! You can't just
6 again. Too much going on in the ruck from Huddersfield, so Leeds get a brand new set. Northrop up over the 40.
Move! Hold!
Again, pretty much split in the field in 2, so options on both sides. Bella Sykes is the option they go for on the right. She stopped 27 metres away from the line.
Hold. Go 2.
Leeds now come to the left, looking to put a little bit of shape on. Lucy Murray at first receiver comes into the line. Now they find some space. Dayton with a ball over the top. Whitehead looking to try and get up way past 2 Huddersfield defenders. Stopped on that occasion, but Leeds banging on the door here at Headingley.
Still 3.
Out to Stead. Stead steps into the line herself. Met well by the Huddersfield defence. 2 tackles left in this set for the Rhinos. Blakey in a dummy half. Sykes wants this, but it goes out the back to Howard. Howard to Breyer. Could be an overlap on here. Tally Breyer just forced to come back on the inside, but then gives it to Howard. Howard puts it outside, and I think that's gone forward in the pass. It has. Leeds leave another try out there.
20. Yeah, sorry.
And for the 3rd or 4th time this afternoon, Huddersfield defender set out on their goal line, but maybe just a little bit of overplaying from Leeds on that occasion.
Yeah, that was a great shift though. I think we've not seen many opportunities of the ball being shifted yet. That was a nice link up between Mel and Tally there. She did really well, did Mel, to hold on to the ball, to be fair. But yeah, maybe just that execution of that last step.
Yeah, just the final piece of the puzzle would have put Leeds in for another try. As it is, the Leeds stay at 22 points to 6.
Good to go.
Just a couple
Right,
of
girls, pat down.
players
She's
down.
good.
One
Let's
might
go.
just be tying her
Ball
legs,
off.
actually.
Ball
There's some
off.
treatment
Good
going
to
off
go.
in backfield, but everyone back up on their feet. Not too far
Heading
away
in the back.
from half-time now. That clock on your screen, just a guide.
Wait for
But
the out call,
not had
boys.
loads of
Out.
stoppages, so I don't think we'll be far off. Huddersfield will just want to get to the end of this set in decent shape. Going to get a penalty, which will help. There's just a couple of times now Leeds are giving away penalties early on in sets. I'm sure Lewis Fussell will mention that at half-time.
Wait there then.
Yeah,
Tapping, girls.
all about the
This
discipline.
line. On your foot. Let's go.
Just obviously not great, but how we react
One.
to that is
Move.
will determine how we
Space.
come off the back
Hold.
of that.
So Huddersfield deciding to
Two.
just keep it in hand on this occasion rather than
Move,
looking for the
maintain.
touchline from
Hold.
centre
Hold.
field.
Go two.
Completion, the aim of the game from their perspective in this set.
Three.
Wilkinson with
Move.
another strong
Hold
carry.
here,
She's had a
hold
good
there,
impact for the
hold.
Giants since coming
Go
on.
three.
She'll play the ball on the 30-metre line.
Okay.
Huddersfield
Four.
up towards the 40.
Me
This is the
now.
fourth, so
Open square.
two
Hold.
tackles left to
Hold. Go four.
try and get themselves as much field position as
Four.
they can out of this set. Now they come out, and Oates could be out through the middle, just about dragged back by
Pass.
Izzy Northrop.
Go.
Just for a split
Last
second, it
time.
looked like the field had opened up in front of
Outside.
in front of Oates. Kick goes in from Hume and
Not touch,
just takes
not
an
touch.
awkward bounce. Ebony
Okay,
Stebb will have to
good
go
now.
back and pick this up, which she does. Now tries to get away out of trouble. Oates is there with the kick pressure, and then three of her Huddersfield
One.
teammates there to help.
Move. Hold up and square, Grace. Hold. Go one.
So Leeds carrying the ball from perhaps as deep as we've seen them for a while in this game.
Oh, great
Two.
meters from Evie there.
Please play
Evie
ball.
Cousins, who's
Go
growing into
two,
this one,
okay.
just getting it more
You're good now, you're
involved,
good now.
is Bethan Dayton, who feels like she's been involved in everything so far in his half.
Yeah, backs are getting busy here.
Three.
Probably be a bit of a
Move.
relief for the
Hold.
forwards.
Hold. Go three.
Tally Breyer, another player who's had her fingertips over everything for Leeds. Here's
Four.
Bella Sykes, another big carry from her. Big minutes in the
Make
middle
the 10. Hold.
from the Leeds
Six
number
again.
8.
You're pushing it down.
Another six again. Huddersfield
Next is
just
one.
trying to slow things down too much for the
One.
referee's liking. So
Now. Open square,
Leeds
Betfred.
with 6 more tackles to try
Go
and do
on, that's
something
better.
with here. Breyer attacks in half. Out to Howard, to Stead, to Lucy
Okay.
Murray, who finds a gap and goes through. She's stopped 10 metres
Make the
away.
10. Hold here, Grace.
Blakey in at dummy
Go two.
half, comes short side. Howard with the ball out the
Okay.
back, just in between Whitehead and Dainton. It's Whitehead who picks it up.
Move.
Big contact goes
Hold
in.
here. Hold.
She'll play the ball 5 or 6 metres away.
Okay.
Now it's Mel Howard, just plays around her, just overrunning a
Four.
little bit, so she has to
Move
just
now.
keep that
Goal
herself.
line,
She's
Huddersfield.
stopped
Hold.
again 5 or 6 metres
Go
away
four.
from the line. Blakely brings us out to the right-hand side. Here's Brian. There might be room to kick into. Looks to try and
Five.
step on the inside
Move
again.
now,
And
last tackle. Hold
maybe
your
just a
line.
little bit of
Hold.
miscommunication from a
Find
Leeds
space.
perspective here. It's a little
Okay.
bit disjointed. Blakely
Okay.
will look to go herself, and they could be in again. Straight up the middle. I think it's Emma Donnelly who's gone in. And after a couple of slightly messy plays, Leeds do find a way over the line.
That was really good from Frankie there. She's really young. She's seen that her obviously Mel's down there. Tally's been caught up at playing the ball. I think obviously last tackle
Betfred.
she's done really well to
There's
just
20 seconds. That's probably
see
going to be
that
a
round the ruck and put Ella through.
Pardon? What? Well, depends how long she takes. She's got 20 seconds. Okay. All right. I'll look out for it. It's probably one for both teams then. Yeah.
So it could
I get
be
that. Thank you.
an important score, that one, just before half-time. Just increases the gap between the two teams. Just means that if Huddersfield do score next, it will still feel like a bit of a mountain to climb. Mel Howard with an opportunity now to stretch that lead out to 22 points. Such a positive start from Huddersfield, wasn't it? They have shown some real promise, but perhaps just some of that experience from Leeds there to just try and control the game. They've reacted to things well, haven't they, the Rhinos?
Yeah, I think, like you said, the Giants started really well. They've just unfortunately got a few things away there, so it's meant they've not had the ball to kind of execute. But They did have a great start.
So Howard's conversion, the last action of the first 40. After, as we were just talking about, started off with Huddersfield punching Leeds on the nose a little bit with that early try, but since then it's been all one-way traffic really. The Rhinos getting themselves back in control of this game, and they lead 28 points to 6 at the break. Real strong performance up the middle from the Leeds fullbacks in, as we've mentioned plenty of times, difficult conditions here in Leeds. And as the two teams head back into the sheds, Kira, what will Lois Forsell be saying to the Rhinos at this point?
I think she'll be happy with the start. 28-6 lead has been a great response off the back of that first try from Huddersfield. Obviously, areas need a bit of tidying up in terms of our discipline, letting go of the ball. But yeah, I think she'll be really happy with that. Just obviously be looking for that second gear, which we know we'll have in us come the second half.
So that's the tale of the tape at half-time here at Headingley. Leeds Rhinos take a 28 points to 6 lead into the break. Loads of Rugby League, of course, left this season. We'll be bringing you plenty more action here on the Sportsman. Might even drop a game for you next week. You never know. Join us next Sunday for an absolute cracker. More details to follow very, very shortly. And of course, we are building up towards the end of the season. And at the end of that season, we've got the Ashes. We're under 100 days to go. We went to London with a few famous faces this week to try and spread the word ahead of that first test at Wembley.
Martin, what's today been all about?
Today is about publicising and drawing attention to what's happening at the stadium behind me on the 25th of October. The first Ashes test. The Ashes are back in Britain for the first time in a long time. And yeah, it's a great opportunity for Sean Wayne and the English team to right some wrongs and to get one over on the Aussies.
And how big this Ashes series be for Rugby League?
I think it's massive. It's a great opportunity to get Rugby League back on the back pages, back in the psyche of the British sporting public. And it's a chance for some of the current team to write their legacy and create memories for themselves and the British public.
Because this Australian side are the best in the world, aren't they?
Yes, Sean Wayne and the English team, they've won test series against Tonga, against Samoa, both teams laden with NRL players, but we know it's the big one to play against Australia at Wembley. Nothing gets bigger than that for a Rugby League player.
Of course, you've played the Australians here as well. You know what it's all about, don't you?
Yeah, I've played against the Australians here. I've won against the Australians. I've created my legacy at this stadium, but it's a chance for another generation to write their legacy and to put themselves in the hearts of the British sporting public. We've got the likes of Julian December, Jack Wellesby, and many others who have got an opportunity here to create a legacy.
George, I bet you never thought you'd kick a ball here at Tower Bridge.
No, I didn't. It's brilliant actually. I can't believe how busy it is. I know London's known for being busy, but so many people down here, a couple of schools down here, so trying to get amongst it, trying to grow the game, and 100 days from the Ashes.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Look, we love Rugby League, but we're bringing the game to London, aren't we?
Yeah, that's what I think we're striving to do. We want to tap into new areas, get new generations involved, and I think that's what we're trying to do today. We're down in London. We've done a couple of tours so far. I'm enjoying it. I feel like a little bit of a tourist. But no, it's been good so far, and that's what we're trying to do.
And it's a long time since we've had a series against the Aussies, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I was a kid last time it happened. Showing my age a little bit there. But yeah, I'm 39. It's never been done for a long, long time, for 20 odd years. So some of those plays we're really looking forward to. We know it doesn't come around often. Hopefully we can replicate it a little bit more. But we're playing against the best nation in the world, and they have been for a long, long time.
And how proud are you going to be walking out that first test at Wembley as well?
It'll be brilliant. It'll be a proud day for myself, my family, and for the group of players. Like I say, we know it's not been common, so whoever's in that shirt have got to make the most of it. I always say playing for England is the pinnacle, but what you just named there, playing against Australia at Wembley, I think that's the pinnacle. That's the top of the top, and if that doesn't get you up for it, then we're in the wrong job.
What are you doing today?
We are celebrating 100 days until the first Ashes Rugby League test between Australia and England. first one for 22 years. So this is kind of big and exciting.
And how big is it for you? Obviously the president of the RFL, but obviously a very proud Aussie as well.
Oh, it's huge. Like, I love rugby league. That's the sport I grew up playing and watching. And Australia v England, in anything, it doesn't matter what the sport is. If it was tiddlywinks, it'd still kick off. So the only way I've tried to describe it to people, do you remember in the last Ashes cricket series when it all kicked off over a stumping fiasco? And I was at Lord's that day, and it was hostile. There was like 40,000 English fans just baying for blood. Imagine that, but the people on the pitch are allowed to tackle each other. That's basically what this series is going to be.
And this series is going to start. We're at an iconic place here, obviously at Tower Bridge, but it starts at the iconic stadium of Wembley.
I'm so hoping that London gets behind this, because I've got so many friends, so many London friends, who don't really know what rugby league is. They think they do, and I know as soon as they see it, they're going to be blown away, especially when you take it up a notch because it's Ashes, it's Australia v England. So London is the perfect place for it all to kick off, and I really hope London gets behind it, because I think they could make it something really special.
Yeah, great to be down in London, building up to that Ashes series at the end of the year. We'll have loads of coverage and build up to that here on the Sportsman. Just like to pay credit as well to one of our own who left us this week, Steve Allen from the Sportsman, who's done so much work behind the scenes, helping us with our live schedule, bringing you all these live games over the years. A massive part of our team moving on to pastures new, so we wish him the best of luck from all of the team here at the Sportsman. Here at Headingley, it is the Leeds Rhinos who are in control at the break against the Huddersfield Giants, 28 points to 6. We're just ahead of the second half. Remind ourselves of how things unfolded here at Leeds. It was a perfect start, actually, for the visitors. A lot of talk coming into this game about how Huddersfield will be one of the stories of the season, their development, and it looked at the beginning of this game as if they were going to push Leeds all the way. They still may, of course. That early try from Tilly Davies, a great kick from Samantha Humes, just opening things up. And actually, Kira, that's not an easy take. I know it's sat up, but she was on it at speed, and it is very, very wet out there.
Yeah, definitely. She did so well there. The pick up, the ability to pass through Liv and Bethan there.
This is the response from the Rhinos. Stead, who's been really lively throughout this game, finding some space, and just all speed and footwork from there on him. So Leeds at that point, back level. Just see the reverse angle of it. It's just Hume that slightly overchases a little bit in defence. That opens the gap up. Ebony Stead straight through. Leeds back on the horse, so to speak, at this point. They look good from here on in. This is Mel Howard just slicing through, looking for the support. A little bit of confusion about whose ball that was, but Kira Izzy Northup in support, and plenty to like about that try from Leeds.
Yeah, Izzy was not letting Ebbs have that. Great push from Izzy there. Great double pump from Mel, like we talk about her running threat as a half-back, and I think, yeah, she's done really well. Both of them have there.
It just felt at that point in the game that those two tries gave Leeds a little bit of confidence back after an early knock, and again Howard with a fingers all over this one, scoring herself this time, provided to try scorer, and you can just see that Huddersfield really struggling to kind of deal with her dual threat, running and passing, moving this one on easy Northrop again, and that was just strength and speed, wasn't it?
Yeah, uses the post. Nice short carry there. Makes herself available.
So Leeds well on top at this point, just kept things rolling. Another try here just before half time. Blakey finding
really
Ella Donnelly.
Just really smart from her there.
Just jumping out from dummy half, just taking control of the game herself, wasn't it? Wasn't she? And finding that short ball, and that pushes Leeds into that 28 points. It's a 6 lead at the break. Both coaches have had an opportunity to try and right a few wrongs. I'm sure Lois Fussell will be happy from a Leeds perspective, Kira, but I'm sure she'll have found a few improvements as well.
Yeah, of course. We're always looking to better our game and just be the best versions of ourselves. What better than another 40 minutes to come out and change that?
It could be a big result this in the context of the season. We'll just put a little bit of space between the top four and the chasing pack. You obviously go into a huge game next week against the Wigan Warriors. We've seen how good they've been this season, and this could be perfect preparation, hopefully in slightly different conditions in 7 days' time, but it looks like there's a thought process of how to kind of navigate these games at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking to get as many points as you can. Coming towards the back end, especially with each week against the top four teams, you just don't know what you're going to get in terms of results. So as many points you can get, the better it's going to be looking into the playoffs.
Yeah, we've seen such a mixed bag of results, haven't we, in this competition, as the two teams come back out onto the field here at Headingley. And we think back to round one and that draw against St Helens for you guys, a really good game, that one. Saints pushing Wigan all the way on a Sportsman to a draw a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's so competitive now, especially in that top four.
So competitive, and it's what we've been working towards over the last couple of years, and I think now we've got 4 genuine teams. We're now hoping to push on to get the likes of Huddersfield, the remaining teams in the Super League, up to that standard, and make sure it's just marketable, competitive for us, and just getting the best out of each team, I guess.
Well, I don't think this scoreline at half-time reflects just how hard Leeds have had to work for those points. They've had to do a lot of stuff in the middle.
Yeah, of course, and the weather has determined that, I think. But yeah, I think sometimes like the score does not reflect a game, especially if you've not seen it in person. So credit to both teams there.
Great to have you with us here on the Sportsman. We're working hard behind the scenes to just dot the I's and cross the T's on our live schedule, taking you through to the end of the season. Keep your eyes peeled, but plenty more on the way. And we've got 40 more minutes on the way here at AMT Headingley Stadium, where the Leeds Rhinos lead 28 points to 6 in the Betfred Women's Super League.
Looks like Grace Field is on now.
Just wait for him to get...
It's not a bad option, is it, to have off the bench from a Leeds perspective, to just be able to roll the pack like that?
Yeah, she's very dangerous when she's in full mode. I think, especially as it's been quite a forwards game, she'll bring some energy and some good carries for us here.
So Huddersfield will get us back underway. Looks like Samantha Hume has the job of putting boot to ball in their famous claret and gold kick, kicking from right to left on your screen into Leeds in that world-renowned blue and amber. Good result for the men's side on Friday night. Scoreline-wise, the women looking to replicate that again here at Headingley.
Oh yeah.
Straight away onto the front foot. Ella Donnelly, who I thought really grew into that second half.
Yeah, her carries off the back line have been really, really good for us today, and the metres she gains, so good for us.
Hold! Go to.
There's Field for the first time getting involved in the action, getting a good few extra metres on that carry, getting the team on the front foot, leads up into Huddersfield territory. Connie Boyd going into the game there, so onto the 40 the Rhinos come, left hand side to Howard.
Oh, nice from Lucy Murray there, just unlucky.
Yes, a few times in this game Lucy Murray's almost found that space just on the outside shoulder.
Okay,
she was just buying her time.
And that's a tricky kick over the top, this could bounce anywhere. Tally Breyer, still 5, so a bit of a messy one, but Leeds have scored. Ebony Stead picks it up and goes over, and the try's given.
Nice reaction there, good response in terms of coming out after this for the second half.
Tally Breyer got to the ball, she put boot to it, it bounced around a few bodies. I was just waiting to see what the referee was going to do there, but Ebony Stead first to react, picking the ball up and going over to score her second of the game. We'll have another look at that in a second. but Leeds have an early try in this second half. Here's the kick from Howard. Just a little golf chip over the top. Breyer puts boot to ball. Then gets boot to ball again. Yeah, through the legs of Amelia Brown from Breyer, and Stead first to react. And well, it doesn't really matter how they scored. You don't get points for style.
Nope.
They all count the same. And Leeds stretch that lead out again. And Mel Howard with what you would think is a fairly simple assignment from in front of the sticks. Sal takes the time over it, steps up, knocks it over. 2 more points for the Rhinos. 34 points to 6 is the lead just after half time here on the Sportsman. As we continue our coverage of the Betfred Women's Super League. Interesting time of the season coming up in the women's game. Here, obviously, Origin coming up soon. I know there'll be a lot of focus on that in terms of potential England selection and players looking to try and work their way into Stu Barrow's forts, and then a game against Wales as well. And there'll be a few players out there that are eyeing up some of those jerseys.
Yeah, for sure. I think we had Origin training the other week, and we've got a lot of new girls in, and it's really exciting to see opportunities come around.
Oh, now, difficult kick. Leeds unable to deal with it, so it's going to be a penalty for offside as well. Just one of those where the ball's pouncing around all over the place. So Huddersfield, after conceding early in this second half, gifted an opportunity to try and work themselves into a scoring position.
On your foot.
So up towards the 20 Huddersfield come. What can they do here? First time we've seen them have a full set in good ball. Pretty much in this entire game. And up they get to the 15-metre mark. Whitehead brings us out right. Hume checks one way and then goes the other. Brings us back on the inside.
Like to use a hook to break down the middle here.
Exley. Could be through here. Leeds defence stands up well. Fran Copley, who nearly just found some space, but Evie Cousins shutting the door. Out they come again. Bethan Oates, she'll look to try and go herself, and then that tackle rides high. So it'll be another penalty for the Giants. More opportunity to put some pressure on this Leeds line. The Rhinos will want to keep them out here. Scoreboard heavily in their favour, but still be a lot of focus on defence with what's to come in the next few weeks. We could be in here from dummy half. That's grounded. And I think it's Freya Whitehead who's spotted the gap and gone over for Huddersfield. It is. And the Giants get their second of the game. And albeit against your team, Kira, I'm sure as a fellow 9 you can appreciate that try.
No, of course. You know, you're looking at opportunities around the ruck, especially close to the try line. I think she was really smart to see a weakness in our defence there. Disappointing in terms of us, because we pride ourselves on our line defence. But yeah, they're them tries where the easy fix up, communication, being a bit engaged.
So this is the high shot that led to that opportunity. You can just see that arm. It's Sykes, isn't it? You can't quite get her shoulder down low enough to complete that tackle legally.
Again, not always talking about field position. Huddersfield are obviously a threat the closer they get to the line. So we take away them penalties. Changes the opportunities.
There it is. She just sees the gap open up in front of her. Slices through. The kick is good from Hume, so that cuts the deficit down to 22 points. Leeds 34, Huddersfield 12. And that'll be a real lift for the Giants. We can take some real confidence from that. A couple of Leeds errors and penalties, gifting them the opportunity But when the opportunity came, they took it. And Freya Whitehead celebrates the Giants' second of the game.
I thought you was going to be the captain originally as well. I was like, oh no. Yeah. Sorry, Mel.
So Ebony Stead will get us back underway. We'll go for the short kickoff.
Yeah.
And it goes in to touch. So Leeds will get the ball back. Clever kick from Stead. I don't think Huddersfield were expecting that. I don't think any of us were expecting that.
And that's a really smart decision. Get the ball back in their own half.
It's one of those, isn't it? If you get it wrong, you look a bit silly, but if you get it right, like Ebony Stead has done there,
yeah.
Ball back in hand and the opportunity to respond to that Huddersfield try straight away. So Tally Bryant drops the ball off to Ella Donnelly. A lot of these Leeds forwards are doing big minutes in this game. Here's Grace Fielder, came off the bench. That comes off the hands of Sykes. So Leeds unable to make the most of that clever kick-off from Ebony Stead.
I think the girls have just got to go back to the process there as a forward, just being direct, carrying the ball, working your way into it, especially after obviously some back-to-back errors. They need to look to just winning the ball back and getting back to the process.
That's the challenge now, isn't it, for Leeds in this second half? They've got a comfortable lead at the moment. It could quickly disappear if they don't look after it, but need to make sure that they avoid complacency, stick to their processes and get through this 80 minutes.
For sure.
As professionally as they can. Of course, a big test coming up next week against the Wigan Warriors.
Yeah, big couple of weeks.
Hold, go on. Good, Betfred.
So Huddersfield back with ball in hand, and didn't see them in possession a huge amount in that first half, so they'll be pleased to have the ball for the time being. Emma Wilkinson again, she's carried well since coming off the bench in the second half. She brings her team up over the 40. Whitehead, the try scorer, brings us out to the left, and here goes Amelia Brown up the middle. Always a threat coming back on the inside. So much speed to work with. So Huddersfield on the front foot. Oates. Oh, nearly worked. And now could be Leeds on the counter-attack now. Olivia Whitehead just unable to go the distance. Leeds back with ball in hand. So all a bit frantic at the moment.
Good reaction there. Good reaction. Nice and exciting.
Hold. Go on.
Be looking to complete this set now off the back of that last error.
Here's Stead, who might be looking to do more than complete as she comes up over the 30. Hat-trick hunting now, of course. Ebony Stead.
Okay. Still two.
Breyer. Oh, interception. So Huddersfield back with ball in hand. That was Rebecca Grady.
Go on, you're good.
Picking that one off.
Okay, so
Barraclough stops short, but Huddersfield keeping it alive. Both teams who spent most of the first half trying to keep it as tight as possible, all of a sudden throwing a bit of caution to the wind here at Headingley.
Yeah, Huddersfield have definitely got the momentum at minute. They're keeping the ball.
Here goes Wilkinson again. Strong carry from her up towards the 30. Looks to try and engineer a quick play the ball. Huddersfield with all of their shapes stacked to the left-hand side. That's the way they come. Here's Oates. She'll then chop back in, looking to take on a couple of defenders, almost scurrying through.
She does better at getting back on the inside.
Well, there's 6 again. Leeds doing too much in the tackle there, so Huddersfield with a brand new set to work with. Grace Houghton-Burnett trying to knock the door down. She'll play the ball on the 20-metre mark. Whitehead brings us out to the right-hand side. Now Huddersfield come back the other way. They'll play this ball from pretty much where they played the last one. Oates again, really growing into the game.
Play on. So 2, 3.
Grady will play the ball on the 20.
Go 3.
Whitehead comes short on the left-hand side. Amelia Brown tries to cut through. She stops. A couple of tackles left in the set for Huddersfield. Building the pressure. This is Oates. Oh, big shot goes in. Grace Field, absolute bell ringer from the Leeds prop. One more opportunity in this set. Hume puts the kick across. Oh, open field now for Liv Whitehead. Unable to get free. Now has that been lost? I think it has.
You passed it backwards, Betfred's dropped it.
So,
that's disappointing.
this game swings one way and then the other, and yeah, maybe just a little bit too much excitement there. It opened up, didn't it, in front of Liv Whitehead, and I think she thought that she might have been able to go all the way.
Yeah, I think she just needed to hold on to it there. She caught the ball really well, got the momentum for us. She just needed to just take her time there and be patient. But
it's another attacking set for Huddersfield. They've had a couple in the last 5 minutes of this game since scoring. Still a lot of work to do to claw anything back on the scoreboard, but they can take some real encouragement. See, I think this is the hit. Bosh.
Great hit.
Great
So
field.
Scrum's there where you are.
We've seen her do that a few times over the years, haven't we?
Nice to see her back. She's had a tough couple of months with injury, but she seems to be getting back to her ways now, so that's really good for her.
Tilla Davies down for Huddersfield, just getting some strapping on that wrist. Hopefully okay to carry on.
Bit of strapping always sorts you out, to be fair.
Bit of magic spray. Just have a look at the injury again. I think it's in the tackle as she tries to stop Liv Whitehead. Maybe just...
Good, Tilly.
Yeah, maybe just gets a stud to it.
Good. Let's go then, girls. He's here, please.
But a bit of a breather for everyone else, and maybe a much needed one, because the game is building up to a frantic pace.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Head in at the back. Girls, wait for the out.
But a golden opportunity for Huddersfield to score back-to-back tries. So out they come to the left-hand side. Exley. She'll play the ball 12 metres away. Dead centre. Options on both sides. Left and right. They come left. Drop-off ball back on the inside to Houghton Burnett, who gets the offload away. So Wilkinson will just do the tough stuff up the middle, try to barrel over the top. She stops 6 metres short. Shape is all the way to the left for Huddersfield. That's the way they come. Oates flicks it back on the inside. This is Amelia Brown coming back into the line from full back. She's met Bethan Dayton into the line for the Rhinos. Now they'll come right-hand side. Huddersfield could be in here. Stop just short. This is the fourth. 2 tackles left in this set for Huddersfield to try and do something with. Wilkinson tries to go through the middle, but leaves the ball behind, and it's a reprieve for the Leeds Rhinos, who can take some credit from the way they've defended those goal line sets.
Yeah, I think Bethan, for some reason, she's playing as a centre but was just in the middle tackling back-to-back tackles there, so that was really great effort from her. I think just being very ruthless in terms of the D there from the girls, so well done to them.
She's that kind of player, isn't she, Bethan Dayton? Always trying to be in the middle of the action, always wants to be in the thick of it.
Yeah, she's got a great work ethic.
So it will be a Leeds scrum. Centre field 10 metres away from their own try line, and they'll just look to complete here as Tally Breyer decides to keep ball in hand. She stopped on the 10, so no progress made from Leeds on that first tackle, but they'll make some here.
Nice.
Evie Cousins breaking through the line, eventually brought down on the 30, but Leeds on the front foot, and out of their own real estate they come up towards halfway. Connie Boyd stopped just short of the centre line. She'll play the ball to Blakey.
You're good now, you're good.
Liv Whitehead stepping one way and then the other, stopped just on halfway. Breyer in then at acting half. Howard brings us out to the left-hand side. Gretchfield will ramp into the Huddersfield line. She's forced back over the 40. This is the last, so Leeds have done the first job of clearing the lines. Ball goes into the air.
Great hit, Trace.
Really well taken in the end by Amelia Brown. A little bit of confusion, I think, as to who was going to take that ball. It was well up in the air. The Huddersfield fullback takes control of the situation. And now it's the Giants' turn to try and work their way out of their own half.
Hold.
Just feels like the game's settled down a little bit after a real frantic couple of minutes, Kira.
Yeah, we went through a period of lots of mistakes, but I think they've got the momentum again, which has been really good to see.
Well, almost commentators cursed that one because it's a penalty for the Giants. And I just wonder in Lois Fussell's notebook if the word discipline might be written down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely will be something we bring up on Tuesday. Just giving away sets.
So Huddersfield deciding to just keep it rolling rather than look to the touchline. Up towards halfway.
Ruby Bruce back on now. Give a bit of fresh energy for us here.
Yeah, both coaches just using that bench rotation. It'll be heavy ground out there, so tough work on the legs.
No, that's fine.
Here goes Freya Whitehead, who's been a real live wire at dummy half since coming onto the field for Huddersfield. Try scorer, of course, and still going on one leg. She made about 5 or 6 metres there, just hopping and skipping along.
Tough to get down.
Oates. Short ball from her. Exley does well, actually, to bring that in from her ankles. She'll play the ball to Freya Whitehead, who comes short side. This is Grady. Up over halfway come Huddersfield. Grady in at acting half. She'll put a kick in. It's pretty lateral, that, and Mel Howard will take that in without too many problems, although Wilkinson does well and forces her back. Almost kind of rugby union style maul there from Huddersfield, but they do get some metres back in their favour for it. This is Field.
This set just needs to be all about completion. Work your way down the field looking for that last kick.
Hold! Go to.
The impression that...
Oh, here she goes.
Oh, here goes Dainton again. I was just about to say, you get the impression that Leeds probably wouldn't be too unhappy of just slowing this game down a little bit and getting some control, but they go up the middle, make some good progress.
Up and square! Hold, mate, 10. Hold!
Glynn onto the field for Leeds now, but they go the other way on this occasion. Howard with a miss-out ball to Dainton. Dainton will step back inside, look for the space, finds Howard again. This is nice from the Rhinos, but then just a sloppy pass. And it's gone forward, says our referee, so it will be Huddersfield ball again.
That was a good play, though, from Leeds. Keeping the ball alive. Lots of push, both sides.
There's been a few occasions in this game where Leeds have played with a bit of invention that you just think that maybe on a drier afternoon things would stick.
Yeah.
Obviously some real kind of attacking flair in this side.
You good, Mel? Okay, head in. Ball in, Sam. Out!
So here come the Giants. Deep inside their own half again, but crucially from their perspective with ball in hand. Copley up over the 30. Whitehead again in at dummy half.
Oh, great.
Another big shot goes in. Too big, says the referee. I think it's one of those. She was slipping.
Yeah.
I think Bethan Oates.
She just dropped a little
I don't
bit
think
more.
it was malicious, but it was high contact, so the penalty has been given. Yeah, she just loses her foot a little bit, I think, now. Not a huge amount in it, so the referee just gives the penalty and says, get on with it. Which is exactly what we do. Harrop onto the field again for Huddersfield, making the carry. Forced back initially. So still inside their own half. Whitehead again makes good progress from dummy half. She's had a real impact jumping in and out of the ruck. She probably heard the referee say not square there as well, so maybe going hunting for a penalty which didn't come, but she does get Huddersfield moving forward. This is the fourth. Couple of tackles left then for the Giants to get something out of this set. Oh, that's a scrappy pass, and it's gone to ground. So Leeds will start this set in good field position.
Yeah. We've had quite a high uncompleted rate at the minute, though, so I think if I'm Lois, she'll definitely be saying getting back to that completion, getting back to the process here.
So Leeds will take the scrum on this near side.
Let's go then, pat down, please.
Feels like the first 20 minutes of this second half has flown by.
It does.
Right, good to go, Tal Bolly.
Certainly a far more expansive period than we saw in the first. The rain has eased off a bit. I think it's still drizzling a bit out there, but certainly not bouncing down in the way it was at parts of that first half. So maybe both teams just being given a little bit more licence to play.
Stay out then, Betfred.
Here's Glynn, fends off a couple of Huddersfield defenders up over the 30-metre mark, finds a front as well, so decent speed on the play, the ball. Breyer to Stead. Stead just steps back inside, door closed in front of her, so she's forced back towards the 30.
Still remains stood up though.
Release now.
Eventually stopped. Howard, short ball to Glynn, who just crashes into a couple of Huddersfield defenders, stopped on the 20.
Last Mel.
Bruce.
Okay.
Great kick.
Yeah, gone up into the air, taken in.
One. Me, Lucy. Square, Betfred. Hold, go.
And Huddersfield just a couple of metres away from their own line as they begin this set, so Leeds looking to fire up here, maybe sensing an opportunity to force an error, sense a little bit of blood. That's really good. First initial carry, but then the shot as well.
Go free. You're good, Lucy, you made it.
Now we're into this game, both teams still flying into each other here at AMT Headingley.
Made the 10. Go 4. 4, Jess.
Leeds in control on the scoreboard, but Huddersfield
play ball.
Given as good as they're getting in the last 10 or 15 minutes of this game.
Yeah, Harrop's done really well coming back on.
Oh, and that one's gone backwards. So a little bit messy from Liv Whitehead, but no error crucially. Leeds do have the ball. Dainton now at acting half.
Go, one you shot on the 10 there.
Short ball from her to Stead.
2.
So many players in this Rhinos back line that you have to look out for, because give them half a gap, they'll be through it.
A little bit quicker, please, Jess.
There's a lot of space on this right side.
Sophie Nuttall comes in off the wing and has a crack. She'll play the ball just inside the Huddersfield half. Bruce, Tally Breyer, who's been really industrious this afternoon in the halves, and she's had a really good game.
Yeah, she's been playing on the wing lately, but it's nice to see her back where she belongs.
Still 4.
This is Grace Field, forced backwards by 3 Huddersfield defenders.
Hold.
This is the 5th, so we'll see what Leeds can come up with. That just goes high from Breyer, but that is spiralling around all over the place. And just for a second, Nuttall had done really well to bring that ball in. She couldn't quite complete the job. I think she'd have been wrapped up anyway by the Huddersfield defence, but it will be a Giant to play the ball. 25 metres away from their own try line.
Surrender! Stand now.
I'm sure, despite the disparity on the scoreboard, Giants head coach Laurie Halloran will take plenty of positives out of this.
Yeah, for sure.
You're trapping her. Hold. Go.
Definitely a team on a journey. You know, for years, a few years now in the Betfred Women's Super League, we spoke about a top 3 and needing to get that into a proper top 4. Well, that's happened now with Wigan stepping up to the plate this season. It really feels like Huddersfield are kind of the next cab off the rank to be number 5, and then you've got a real shootout for the playoffs and some really good things going on across the league as well, the likes of Lee and Barrow. Feels like they're not far away from having a league where anyone could be, and anyone, what's this ball going to do? Just bounces into touch. Tilly Davis was hunting that down, and well, if that had bounced the other way.
Tilly Davis is great at just seeking out them opportunities, and her kick pressure there, just to get even up there, was really, really good. Threatening for a lead shirt.
Behind the line, girls, behind.
Saw the under 19s, these two sides in action before this game. Huddersfield coming out on top, but exciting to watch and see the production line of talent from both clubs that's coming through.
Yeah, we've got so many academy players in our lineup today, and it just shows how well our academy is doing and to the next generation for us. So exciting to see.
So Leeds look to expand it. Here's Bethan Dayton. Can she find some space and race away? Just
she's gone.
Stopped, still going, but eventually is stopped. Gets a quick play the ball, so Leeds on the front foot, and then an error.
Just a little fumble from Liv there. Unlucky.
You can just see perhaps a little bit of frustration creeping into Leeds. They've certainly not had it all their own way in this second half. So we see again Dainton almost getting away. I think it's Eva Azumi who just did enough with the ankle tap to slow her down, and then the error at the play of the ball.
You give Betfred and she takes him out, so the Huddersfield have done really well to stop her there.
Girls, just be very careful when you're coming into the tackle late.
Such a dangerous edge that, isn't it, with the speed of Dainton and Whitehead.
Wait there, Mel. Wait for the out
Especially
ball,
when you've got Ebony Stead wrapping round as well from full-back. But it's Huddersfield with ball in hand now. Stopped on the 40. Freya Whitehead in at dummy half, assessing her options on both sides. She'll just come short right ball to Bethan Oates, who's hit hard, but looks to try and get a quick play. Huge amount of work put in from Bethan Oates. Big stint from her this afternoon. Harrop, who's had a little bit of a break, but has done well, as you mentioned earlier, Kira, since coming back into the fray. Oates again. Huddersfield looking to apply a little bit of width. Oh, and it just passes slightly behind Amelia Brown. The right idea. Nice bit of invention, but just as we've seen a couple of times from both sides, execution just lacking. So, bit of bench rotation. Megan Preston, I think, come back on for the Giants. Freya Whitehead, who has an excellent stint in this second half, takes a breather.
Wait for Amelia, Tally. Head in, Amelia. Good, Tally, ball in when you're ready. Out!
The Leeds get us
Wait for the out
back underway. Sophie Nuttall looking to try and add a little bit of speed into the line, take on that Huddersfield defence, does well.
Go on, good girls.
Now on the front foot. Again, the Rhinos.
Two. Move, Betfred! Hold. Go, two.
Leeds making some good progress.
Some good meters there, good possession.
Move! Make it a 10. Hold. Go,
Play the ball on the 30-metre line. Here's Howard. Stead. Dainton started that run from deep, came onto it at speed, but dealt with well again by Huddersfield.
Go.
Can take some real heart from the way that they've defended.
Nice.
Could be away on this left-hand side through Bruce. Yeah. She'll go in the corner.
So smart from her there.
Pick the ball up there, okay?
Just seeing around the ruck there. Really, really nice.
Yeah, some real opportunism. It was almost it was kind of a messy play, the ball, that gave her the opportunity, because I mean Huddersfield checked one way and the space opened up on the other.
Yeah.
Not often you see a hooker scoring in the corner, but she'll take it, Ruby Bruce.
She will.
And really well there to race away.
A big part of the game is a running game. I think she's extraordinary around the ruck and using her pace.
Yeah, it's that body in the ruck there, isn't it? She can't quite pick it up quickly. And that actually means that the Huddersfield defence tries to shift across and it opens up on that left-hand side.
Cheers, Snapper.
So that is Leeds' second try, the second half. Huddersfield will take a lot of encouragement with the way they've defended in this second period, but nothing stopping Ruby Bruce there getting over the line. So perhaps the hardest assignment of the afternoon in terms of goal kicking. I think that's just going to fall short. It does. So stays at 38 points to 12, but probably not a scoreboard that reflects the game, certainly in the second half.
Yeah, the second half has been Huddersfield come out all guns blazing, I think. For us, yeah, we've just made a lot of silly mistakes, silly errors, handed the ball over in positions you want to hand it over, but yeah, they've made a comeback from it, so all looking up.
So about 9 minutes to play. Of course, that scoreboard not connected to the referee's watch, so it is just a guide, but I reckon we'll be pretty close to 71 minutes gone in this game.
They're catching it, not you.
See if Huddersfield can engineer something in the closing stages of this that
Just
rewards the endeavour and the effort in this second half.
As well from you. All right. Yeah, I get that. Stay behind the girls. Time run, Faye.
So back underway here at Headingley. That's another one of those kind of short kickoffs, and Dainton just puts the foot to it and then jumps on it. She's done well there, the Wales captain, to defuse that situation, and now Leeds look to come forward through Lucy Murray up towards the 30. Straight away, Leeds on the front foot, got the bit between the teeth now, looking to finish this game strong, but that's a good defensive response. In fact, Bruce is up through the middle again, she's off. Amelia Brown does well at fullback to shut that down, but a really good offload to get Ruby Bruce away. So Leeds hunting more points here at Headingley. Northrop, she's stopped 30 metres away from the Huddersfield line. To the right-hand side they come. Breyer. Short ball to Boyd. She's up to the 20 where she'll play the ball to Bruce, who brings it down to the left-hand side. Breyer again. Nice. Puts boot to ball, looking to try and split full-back and winger. Takes a difficult bounce instead. Jumps on it for the hat-trick.
Great kick.
Really clever kick from Tally Breyer, and Ebony Stead flying after that ball. First to react. Not too dissimilar to her try early on in the second half. And Ebony Stead completes a hat-trick.
So good from Ebony Stead there. Just always in the mix of something, looking to create something, especially from just pushing through there. But yeah, look at the kick. Perfectly placed.
It's a horrible bounce.
Yeah.
Just sits up perfectly through Ebony Stead, but it's a great kick chase from the Leeds Rhinos fullback. Does well to bring that in and get it down before the line because she was travelling at some pace.
Yeah.
Did well to stop her own momentum there in time to get that ball down. So Leeds just starting to run away with it a little bit deep onto the second half here at Headingley, but certainly not been an easy afternoon for the Rhinos by any stretch. Really have to earn their points. Slightly easier assignment with the conversion. She makes no mistake.
Yeah. Mel, when she's 14 called, she just come back up 14.
So here's the break, there's the offload.
What's she called? Sorry. Ruby.
Ruby Bruce flying up
just
the middle.
Just hearing a number a couple of times, I'll just get to her.
So good from Ruby Bruce, staying alert. Comes from Shannon Lacey's offload.
Tally Breyer, it's a really clever kick, splits full-back and winger, and then if you're going to let a rugby league ball bounce, anything can happen. It just sits up perfectly.
It does.
For Ebony Stead. So Huddersfield
Time your own girls.
Looking to get us back underway. 5 or so minutes left to play here at Headingley.
Okay, go on 10. Okay, missed. Okay, play on. 1. Move!
So that kick bobbles through.
Hold. Go on. Play on.
I'll give you a couple of minutes, Kira, but we'll ask you to think about a player of the match this afternoon, and there's going to be a few contenders.
Penalty.
Bethan Dainton
Bethan, you've rose up.
Does really well there, earns that penalty more than anything, just with a hard carry.
High tackle. You okay, Bethan, yeah?
She's worked really hard in this game, Dainton, sometimes for limited reward in terms of where those carries have ended up in the set, but really industrious. You see it again.
Yeah, just her work ethic.
Yeah, that tackle just rides up. Oof.
1. Move!
Lucy Murray starting that from deep inside her own half, getting her team moving forwards.
2.
Leeds with the wind in their sails, finishing this game strongly. And they'll want to take some confidence into that huge game next week against the Warriors. Here comes Evie Cousins, does really well to beat the full-back, and that's a very nice try from the Leeds Rhinos centre. Evie Cousins flying through the line, applying the footwork, and applying 4 more points to the scoreboard.
Yeah, you give Evie some space and she's gone. She's one of the fastest on our team, and you know, like I said, the space opens up for her. She's literally through it. So exciting player to be watching.
I don't think so, no. I think it's bang on. I'm really happy with it, to be honest. All right, yeah.
Yeah, there's the break. Cousins just slicing through the line, getting past the last line of defence.
Looks like she's hurt her hamstring though.
Cheers.
Well, that could be an issue with one eye on next week from a Leeds perspective. Yeah, just holding the back of her leg, isn't she? And
yeah.
Maybe
cramp.
Touch of cramp, yeah. It's that time of the game, isn't it, where you would think that kind of thing might just be setting in.
Hope it's not too bad for her.
Meanwhile, Mel Howard goes through a routine. Definitely some concern for Cousins. She's limping towards the sidelines, which is not a great sign. Hopefully just precautionary.
Yeah.
Howard's just pushed that kick to the left-hand side of the sticks, but she does look in some pain now. Evie Cousins very gingerly making her way towards the sideline. She did it in the act of scoring. We can have a look at that again. Some nice shape from the Rhinos. Bry with plenty of options there, and then Cousins taking the ball at speed. Does well to just jag in and then cut back out to beat the fullback, and might even be celebrating that she's pulled that up, because she looked okay as she went over the line.
Yeah.
Looked in some pain as she limped towards the sideline, so we'll see how that pans out throughout the week ahead of that game against Wigan next weekend.
Please. On you, Sam.
Huddersfield get us back underway. Hume putting boot to ball.
Okay, play on.
Oof, big contact going in. Still late in the game. Both teams playing this with full force. Sykes plays the ball. Now they come to the right-hand side. Tally Bry now cuts back in, applies a little bit of footwork, trying to engineer some space for herself, but stopped.
Tally, you're holding her. Go 2.
He's looking to
surrender,
find another try, get themselves over the half-century mark.
Stand.
Now they come to the left-hand side. Northrop up over the 40, stopped by 3 Huddersfield defenders.
Held. Release, Betfred.
She'll play the ball 5 metres away from the halfway line. Ruby Bruce again gets on her bike and looks for a gap, finds some good metres as well. Bry will put boot to ball on the last. That's a high one, spiralling around all over the place. Brown really safe underneath those this afternoon. Takes it in well again. She's up over the 20. Can Huddersfield finish this game with a little bit of a flourish? Oh, that ball's come loose. Good shot from Tally Bry, right in the ribs of Faye Barraclough to knock that ball free. Just concerned for a second that Bry had hurt herself in that tackle, but she looks okay. Leeds looking to finish this game strong.
Hold it, Jess, hold. Go 1.
Left side is the open side, and that's the way they come. Here's Howard, shows the ball and then gives it outside to Stead, who's looking for a 4. She can't quite wriggle herself free on that left side, but Leeds now with the full width of the pitch to play with. Howard, short ball to Sykes, who crashes into the Huddersfield defensive line. She's stopped 6 metres away.
Release! Get square, Jess. Go 3.
Howard again. Can she find a gap? Short ball to Breyer. Huddersfield defence does well to just catch up with her there, because I think she thought she was through. I certainly did. They'll come short side. could be in here. They are in here. Shannon Brown crashes over.
We call her Shannon the Cannon, and yeah, she is that, you know. She charges over. She's got a great set of hands on her as well. But yeah, it's been so good to have her back this year. She's been out with injury for the last couple of years, and she's one of them players you do miss. So even better now, we've got her each week.
Yeah, good bit of footwork there as well to just cut back on the inside and catch a few defenders napping.
That'll be time, Mel.
Just crashes it over.
That'll be time.
I think that will be the last action of this game, or the conversion will be the last action of this game. So Kira, I'll come to you for your Betfred player of the match.
My player of the match today, she's been very busy, been such a major part of the team in terms of going forward. Scored a hat-trick, so that would be Ebony Stead. Yeah,
well deserved. 3 tries to her name. Really good showing from the Leeds fullback. Ebony Stead is your Betfred player of the match here at AMT Headingley as Leeds stretch that lead into the 50-point region, or the score into the 50-point region. Howard with an opportunity to add 2 more.
Yeah.
She just about does, squeezes it in. And that will be that here in Leeds. A fantastic Rhinos performance, but boy do they have to work hard for those 52 points. Huddersfield, a great effort from the Giants. Their obvious progression continues, but it is Leeds who are celebrating the win, Kira.
Yeah, and I don't even think the score reflects, you know, some of the tough spots they put us in that game. We was just really good at sticking to the process and taking the opportunities when given them.
Certainly in that second half, Huddersfield, there were points where they looked on top, and only really in the last 10 minutes of the game did Leeds run away with it and really, you know, make that scoreboard as impressive as it is.
Yeah. That gives us some good momentum going into the next couple of weeks. Got a big game next week against Wigan, so hopefully, obviously, we've still got some things to work on, but a great response after last Friday.
Well, hopefully, better conditions in a week's time for that game. Weather certainly playing its part this afternoon, so we can just have a look back on how that second half unfolded then here at AMT Headingley. Leeds flying out the blocks in the second period, really clever kick, and then another clever kick really. Football skills from Tally Breyer and your player were a match, Ebony Stead through to score. Just see that again, it just another one that's taken a little bit of a tricky bounce, and then yeah, Breyer just a bit of invention to get the ball loose. Ebony Stead first to react, slicing through to score, her second of the afternoon. And then this is Huddersfield's response, and I thought Freya Whitehead when she came on, Kira, did a lot of really good things for the Giants.
Yeah, she did. She made some great runs, really deceptive around the ruck. She's a great asset to the Giants side.
Back-to-back tries for the Demi Half Club. This is Ruby Bruce taking advantage of a little bit of a mess around the ruck to cut through and score. And that was the try that really put Leeds back in control of this game.
Yeah, should be happy.
Broke the back of Huddersfield a little bit. And then this one, it's a good kick from Breyer. Takes a tricky bounce to deal with, and Stead, well, she started that run from miles back, but great work to pick that one out. It's difficult to take that at speed in these conditions.
So well.
And then this one at the end, Evie Cousins may have picked up an injury in the act of scoring this. So we'll wait to see what the outcome of that is, but a fantastic try as Leeds just worked the ball through the hands.
Uses a pace.
Eventually engineer the gap. Yeah, as you say, just speed from there on in to break through the line. And there's still time for one more for the Rhinos.
Barges away over there.
Yeah, Shannon Brown, as you say, tough couple of years, but she'll be pleased to be back in the lead shirt and back scoring again. We're putting the cherry on the cake this afternoon here at Headingley. So Leeds Rhinos take the 2 points in this Yorkshire derby. Just puts a little bit of distance between the top four and the chasing pack. They've beaten the Huddersfield Giants 54 points to 12 here at Headingley. Fantastic to have you with us on the Sportsman. Kira, thank you for your time this afternoon. Great to have your insight on this game. We'll have confirmation of our upcoming live games very, very shortly. Loads of really exciting fixtures to look forward to. Plenty of action from the Betfred Women's Super League in the plan as well. So we'll have that confirmed as soon as possible. A little bit of a special show again in the last tackle this week. We took you to London on Wednesday. We're heading to Blackpool, heading to the seaside this Wednesday as we take a step inside the darts. Taking a show on the road. The last tackle from the Blackpool Winter Gardens of the Betfred World Match Play. But that is all we have time for here at Headingley. Leeds the winners. Huddersfield certainly showing that they are one of the teams to watch going forward in the Betfred Women's Super League. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.